Well, hello there. Got something a little bit different for you today, and maybe the next week or so, maybe a couple weeks. I don't know. So last night I got five really nice TDM games in a row. I wouldn't say really nice. Each one of them, maybe the last one I might have uploaded on its own, but each one of them doesn't really meet my criteria for upload. But the fact that I got five of them in a row, I mean, a few things. One, I feel like I'm a pretty consistent player, especially in TDM. That's why my score per minute so high. Like in Xbox, I'm ranked like 260th all time or something. It's just because I can consistently do pretty well in TDM. I thought I'd give you guys some tips and tricks on this series. I'm gonna post all five videos. They're back-to-back games, and just what's going through my mind at the time, why I'm making the decisions I am. This is largely just because I've oh, and by the way, I kind of fail trying to find myself here. I go through everyone on the team until I finally find myself. Don't worry, you don't miss anything. But yeah, I get a lot of messages like, how do you do so well all the time? And another thing is I want more map variety, and these are all different maps, all different guns that I use. So except for actually I use the Commander for the first two games, and then I think I use the M16, the FAL, and the AK. So I know it's all assault rifles, but I'm a bit of an assault rifle whore, so. Anyway, I come up here, usually in Crisis, no matter what side I'm on, I come up to this top area. The reason why is you have a pretty good defensive position. Just, scout out where people are running, what routes they're taking. So I don't see anyone right there, which leads me to believe that they all went to the left side, or the right side of me at the moment. That usually happens. Like, a lot of times what people do is when they spawn on the side, they'll run to the left and flank them that way, but I figured since none of them were going up the middle, they're probably all going on either side of me. So first I picked off a few guys on the left, and then I came back around here and found these idiots. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever. So yeah, now I see this biplane. The team is obviously spawning back at where they spawned in the beginning again, maybe to the right of that. Usually what happens is they spawn by that little tank in the water. But to be honest with you, I think a more common spawn point is to the right of that, over by where that rock formation is, and that little overhang. So I want to stress a few points in this on what I do. I mean, obviously, there's thousands of ways. Well, probably not thousands, but many ways on how to do well in Call of Duty. But for me, as you can see right now, so I see this guy on the radar. I know he's not downstairs because I was just down there and checked. I probably should have flamethrowed him. I get a few nice flamethrower kills in this, but I don't know. Whatever. Forget it. But, yeah, so a few things that I want to stress, like, for one, you'll see in this, never run around a corner. That is probably, like, right there. If there was a guy ADS'd down the little pathway, I would have died. Never run around corners. That's probably, not, I wouldn't be surprised if a large, I don't know what this guy was doing. So that was just him being stupid. He didn't even turn around, but, I can't even stress how many people I see that just run around corners and die because they're not ready, right? I mean, if you suspect someone's going to be around a corner, what I'll usually do is one of two things. What most people do is they'll, ADS at the corner and creep around it really slowly. And if you think about it, that's really stupid because if you know someone's coming around a corner towards you, you're just going to ADS on them and you'll get the first shot, right? Because you know where they are exactly. They're coming around that specific corner and they don't know who you are, right? What I'd suggest, unless you're confident in your wall creeping abilities, is literally jump around corners. Like, if you know someone's going to be there and waiting for you, they're going to be ADS'd on that exact spot. If you jump past it, you're already 3 or 4 feet past their aim down sight, and they have to look at a completely different spot very quickly, or else they're dead. So you'll probably see that from time to time. I try and jump around corners. This guy gets flamethrowed. I mean, obviously, it doesn't work in every situation, but it definitely helps. And, always know when to sprint and know when to walk. So I try and, deduct where more people are based on where they aren't. So obviously, if you see someone, you're going to shoot them, right? So if right now, exactly, I just looked up there, see I stopped running right when I got to the top of the stairs. It's because it's a common place for people to be. Immediately, I saw that there's no one there, so I ran to the next spot and checked it out. So I saw my entire team is behind me, so I figured they're probably spawning over here to the left side because all my team is back to the right? And sure enough, I get a nice little two-piece by these oblivious idiots. Not claiming these guys are amazing by any stretch, but I guess this is the average Call of Duty player, right? I mean, the average technically should be 1 KD, right? Because for every single time that someone kills someone else in this game, someone else dies. So the average is 1 KD. Although there's a lot of things that distort that, such as people making, new accounts, people dashboarding, so that way their stats don't count in that game. And it's not exact. I'd say the actual average is probably about 1.2, 1.3, somewhere in there. But yeah. So these are probably average players. That's kind of what I wanted to get around to saying. But Chopper gonna get shot down really quickly. Usually what I'd suggest on this map is calling, like where I called in was really bad because where I am is near one of the open spawn points by the beach, so they're not going to spawn there because I'm near there. So what I'd usually suggest, they end up spawning there anyway just because my team is only on their side, but what I'd suggest is on this map specifically, wait until they're spawning on the beach. So right now they're spawning on the beach. If I had waited until right this second to call it in, I would have got a lot more kills, and that was just a stupid death. I'd have 2 really stupid deaths here. This should have been a flawless game, but right now, I'm just pissed off, and I want to flamethrower some motherfuckers, and I just get shot in the back by Mr. Pro over there with his stoner. I actually tried to get the stoner to my favorite gun on Xbox for a day or two, and it was probably the most frustrating time I've ever had playing this game. It's a really annoying gun to come up against because every time you get hit by it, your aim goes like 10 feet in the air, but to use it, it's equally annoying. And this guy, see what I mean? See how he just walked around the corner? I knew exactly where he was coming. Obviously the Blackbird helped, but he just slowly walked around the corner, and it was very easy to pick off. So now if he got to the edge of the corner so I couldn't see him and jumped around it, then think about it. I'd have to move my aim an inch to the left while giving him time to ADS on me. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. There's another 4 parts to come. If you did enjoy it, let me know.